Hi everyone, Scott Hansen with you, and this is the EA Sports Weekly Recap.
Welcome to the Browns Recap, where Cleveland continues to show why they're the team to beat this season. The Browns dominated at home, securing their fourth straight win and maintaining their spot atop the AFC North. In Week 4, the Browns put on an offensive clinic against the Colts, winning 35-20. Shedeur Sanders was electric, throwing for 265 yards and a touchdown, while also rushing in 2 scores despite a costly fumble. Rudy Sims was a defensive force, snagging an interception and returning it for a touchdown, sealing his Defensive Player of the Week honors. Meanwhile, the passing game was well distributed, with Antoine Arrington and Hugh McKee making key receptions. The Browns' defense pressured the Colts relentlessly, sacking their quarterback multiple times and limiting their scoring opportunities. Weekly Honors Note: Rudy Sims is also giving Cleveland a Defensive Player of the Week storyline. What was the key to your success in today's game against the Colts?
Hey Angie, we executed our game plan perfectly and stayed disciplined throughout the match.
How did it feel to contribute with that interception and touchdown today?
Yeah, Angie, it's always great to make plays for our team, especially when it helps us secure a crucial win.
I'm Jenny Alvarez, and this is your Week 4 Browns Live MVP race. At number 5, Darren Pearman of the Rams slides down one spot with 1,086 yards and 7 touchdowns. At 4, Chiefs QB Travis Tiller is also down one spot, still rocking 1,104 yards and 9 touchdowns. At 3, Browns star Shedeur Sanders dips one spot with 1,204 yards and 10 touchdowns. At 2, Drake May of the Patriots is back on the board with 1,079 yards and 10 touchdowns. And number 1, holding steady, Jaguars quarterback Darrell Montgomery, 1,088 yards, 12 touchdowns, 0 picks, 272.0 a game, and number 1 for 3 straight weeks. That's your MVP race. I'm Jenny Alvarez, see you next time. This 35-20 score is lipstick on a pig, because the Browns lived off short fields and a fluky Rudy Sims pick 6 while the offense never really drove the length of the field with control.
Jenny, this wasn't fluky at all. It was a statement that Cleveland's defense and red zone creativity with Shedeur Sanders are now core identity, not accidents on the stat sheet.
If your core identity is a running back with 1 rushing yard, 2 short plunges, and a fumble plus a supposed number 1 like Travis Hunter stuck at 53 empty yards, you're playing with fire every week.
You call it fire, I call it winning DNA, defensive scores, situational touchdowns from Shedeur, and a comfortable 15-point win that, just like against Pittsburgh, shows Cleveland dictates how these games are played. What a game, coach. The Browns took down the Colts 35-20. Rudy Sims was on fire again.
That's right, Angela. Sims is a beast on defense, making plays all over the field. But Shedeur Sanders? That kid is stepping up big time in the backfield.
Absolutely. And on the flip side, Travis Hunter just couldn't get it going.
Yeah, Hunter's been struggling. He needs to find his rhythm soon. And by the way, great moves by the front office. Sebastian O'Neill extended, while Sam Schaefer gets the boot.
The Browns are dealing with some injuries, as Mike Cooper is expected to miss 5 weeks and Anthony Hall will be sidelined for at least 1 week. On the roster front, the Browns extended LT Sebastian O'Neill and FS Trevor Lamontagne, reinforcing key positions. Meanwhile, the team said goodbye to receivers Sam Schaefer and Tyler Scott, and running back Troy Wall, making room for fresh talent.
Marcus Reed here on contract line. Last week, Trevor Lamontagne re-signed in Cleveland. Right now, Preston Watkins, JT Tuimoloau, and Tyler Hernandez are sitting in Cleveland's contract pressure zone. Preston Watkins is back on this board again. Preston Watkins, everybody in town knows your price is climbing. Do you believe Cleveland can realistically keep you?
I know what comes with being a top defensive tackle in this league. I love winning here, but I am letting the tape do the talking.
Cleveland remains undefeated at 4-0, holding the top seed in the AFC North. The Steelers follow at 2-2, while the Bengals and Ravens both sit at 1-3. With dominant performances on both sides of the ball, the Browns are clearly setting the pace in the division and the league. Highlight reels featured Shedeur Sanders' 2 rushing touchdowns and a brilliant 52-yard pass. Rudy Sims' game-changing pick 6 energized the crowd and flipped momentum. On defense, JT Tuimoloau and Lance Regan brought relentless pressure with multiple sacks, keeping the Colts off balance all game long. Next week the Browns head to New York to face the Giants, who are struggling at 0-4. Cleveland's defense will look to exploit the Giants' weak pass rush and secondary, while Shedeur Sanders aims to bounce back strong after his fumble. Keep an eye on Travis Hunter, who cooled off this week, as he looks to rebound and reassert himself in the passing game. Looking ahead, the Browns get New York Giants next. New York Giants comes in ranked 30 in the current power picture with a 0-4-0 record. The scouting board shows them at 29 in total offense, 29 in total defense, pass offense 19, rush offense 32, pass defense 28, rush defense 27. On the ratings side they check in at 88 overall. What to watch for? Jackson Dart at quarterback with 919 passing yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 picks. Marvin Palmer anchoring the defense as a CB at 96 overall. That is the assignment heading into kickoff, and those are the names Cleveland has to answer. It's all set for a big showdown next week with the Giants as the Browns chase another win, a bounce back from Travis Hunter, and a chance to keep their unbeaten streak alive. Stay tuned, keep an eye on the roster note too. LT Sebastian O'Neal extended by Browns, new. See you next week for a huge showdown with Browns.